Hey everybody, I want to talk about how to turn off annoying toys. Got a handful of toys for my son that he loves, but you can't turn them off. There's no on-off switch, and they love to make a bunch of sound. And so every time they're playing around and they raise it up or down,
recycle symbol? Here I come.
Can't turn it off.
Driving my big green recycling.
So I could go and I could remove the batteries, but my son loves it and he likes the sounds. There's plenty of times where I want it on. I just want to be able to tell it to stop making sound when I don't want to hear it. So I saw someone mention that you could go and cut the wires that are going from the batteries in there and solder a switch in line. Sometimes it makes sense for something like this. It's kind of a pain to take apart, and I don't really feel like doing it. And I got a bunch of different toys that all have the same problem. So instead, the thought is to essentially insert a switch in between the battery and the contact so that we can just put the switch right in line there and it's not some custom surgery. So the way to do it is I found some very thin speaker wire. I tried to do this originally with a normal, just small wire, but it didn't end up working as well. So find some thin wire or flat wire, and then I glued it together so that I've got one thin piece of wire with metal on each side and something in between. I'll cut this in half so that I've got two separate strips for this. Now, once you go and you've got your thin strips, then from there, all you need to do is solder on some sort of a switch. I used a dip switch for this just because it's nice and tiny. And again, once we've got this now, we'll put it right in line. So I'm gonna put this on the non-spring side of this. I'll do this here and then show you. So it'll look something like that. So again, the battery has the electricity going through it. It'll go through this side of the strip, through the switch, and then back down into the other side. Now, another reason why it makes sense to use this thin wire is because when I go and I put this in place, it makes it easy to put the battery door in. And now the last thing I need to do is just add some piece of tape to keep the switch in place right here. But now the big thing is testing. Right now it's off. I can push the button all I want, no sound. When I turn it on,
here I come. Driving my
be quiet. It's that simple.